Hi and welcome to this video. As you can see, there's a big chunk of something missing at the front end here. It's called an engine. We'll see what I actually got up to and why I've taken it off. So come on, join me. Well, there's the engine on the bench. There's the Firewall bare. Well, not quite, I suppose you could say. So this has got to come off, this has got to come out, insulation's got to go in, brackets got to go onto there, and then I can start putting the whole lot back together again with permanent bolts go through these holes going into the internals, and then we can say the Firewall is fully on. I've got a series of little holes to drill for clips and for ignition units. All great fun to be had, and we'll see how we get on with all that. So we can get that side of it all plastered away, and at the same time I'll deal with the Firewall seals going through there, so we don't have the holes, and the bucket section there, so we don't have to worry about fire getting into the fuel tank area. Hey ho, fun. Let's get going again. Well, there we have the bare bulkhead. You can sort of see the packers for the aluminium, and around for the actual engine mounting plates. You can see the top hat bushings which go through. So that's where we're at there at the moment. So next sort of section to start playing with on this will be for me to start putting the little brackets in which go on here for holding the cowl in place. Get those fitted, and start cutting one or two packers, like a fireproof fibre washer to go around that hole down there, which is where the gasculator mount goes. Get that little bit sorted out, and I suppose I better start fabricating that wee beastie up. Make a 80mm deep stainless steel thing to go into there to stop the fire from going through, which will then still have some fireproofing going through it, and then I can cut the fireproofing, it's a bit like cardboard, special stuff to go around the whole of that and bond that into place. Today is Sunday, the weekend, and I got to do some flying yesterday, but unfortunately there was no sound on the pilot camera bit. I had to actually unplug the Y lead so I could plug in directly so I could hear air traffic control. It's more important that than having sound going to the camera, so I went for the short link there. I think I might have got that fixed, so next time I can go flying I'll give it a test and see what happens. But yeah, back in the air at the moment until the next round of treatment, but I don't know how much further I'm going to get this week on the grounds I do feel rather tired when I get back from work at the moment, but we'll see what we can do. I might just make a bit of a start on some of it, we'll see. Alright, yeah, I've got my template out on my fireproof insulation I'm putting onto the Firewall, which is Fiberfrax DS3 paper. This stuff withstands extreme high temperature and is non-flammable, so I'm going to utilise it here for the insulation between the aluminium sheet and the wood. It's no good putting metal, thin sheet metal, especially aluminium, against the wooden structure, because if you had a fire it just transfers the heat straight through to the wood behind it, and you've got the fireproofing of wood, which burns quite nicely. So this stops that. If you're using thicker metal, withstand the weight up front, this is a slightly different matter. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just sort of setting this up a little bit. I'm just going to draw around here so I can be ready to cut it, and I've got to put in marks for all the holes as well. Now you probably noticed I marks along the bottom edge there. I didn't set this up so it's in line with the bottom edge. That's because it's not been cut straight by the suppliers off their roll. So I can put in most of the sort of markings and bits and pieces so I know how things go. But they're not all on here because I haven't got the cable run throughs and that. But this was a template used to make up the aluminium. So I'll take that off. I'll just get the aluminium one across. It should match up just perfectly. And I can mark in a big hole there and the centre of those holes there. That's pretty much it. And these additional holes up here for the cable carry-throughs. Put that sheet out of the way. And my method of working on this now is I use Gold Swan Morton scalpel. And just cut through, sort of see how soft this is. So it's no good putting this just on the face without having something in front of it, so hence the aluminium. It's just going to really hold this in place. But yes, it's very soft and floppy. Right there. I'll carry on and cut out the rest. Okay, so here's a piece of this fireproof paper. There you go, you can see look. It's a good chunk of heat, but it's not going right the way through. So it withstands a really high temperature. So I think we can sort of say that that's a reasonable insulator. It's going to stop all the heat from going through, and the aluminium will melt off before that gives up. So anyway, I've cut out most of the bits. I've yet to punch the holes. I'll get a piece of tube. I'll sharpen the piece of tube and punch the holes probably, or I'll see if I can find one of my leather punches that might do some of it. But there we go. Right, I'll start making some little holes in it anyway. Well folks, that's it for this week. A little bit of work carried out on the firewall, the insulation bit, that's really important. Had to get the engine off to be able to get to there, and the idea is I can build up the firewall now, put all the clips in, ignition coils and things like that, to its final fit. Just waiting on a bit of stainless steel, 1/2 mil thick stainless steel, to make up the bucket to go around the starter motor area to make a flame-proof hole, well, flame-proof barrier I should say, between the engine bay and my tootsies in the fuel tank, which we had a little bit of a gap around the starter motor. I need to get that bit sorted out. So hopefully that will arrive. If it does, I'll get a chance maybe to fabricate that in the next video. If not, well, I've got other little bits to play with as well. We'll see how we get on. Keep fit, keep well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.